The wisdom in 易经风水 is the foundation of world peace. Good day to audience around the world. Welcome to professional 易经风水 TV station, Weixin TV station. Today is Monday, January 21st, 2019, and it's now 11:30 p.m. in Taiwan. I'm Fiona Zhang Xinfang. It was just like yesterday when Wang Chan Laozu returned to our world and assigned Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi as his preaching representative 37 years ago. Ever since receiving such a mission, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi has been devoting himself to religious career until today. He has established a platform for Yi Jing education, serving as the most important broadcast medium of Weixin Shengjiao, through which he has taught numerous courses on air in person over 25 years. How to apply 易经风水 in different fields is the core learning objective of the students, the foundation of their religious practice, and a stepping stone for making contribution to society. Now we are watching Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's lecture given at Su'ao Branch Temple on January 9th.
On January 9th, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi went to Su'ao Branch Temple in Yilan, giving 易经风水lecture to virtual fellows. Abbot Master Yuan Zhi and virtual fellows were all very excited about Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's coming. It was because Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi is too busy to visit Su'ao Branch Temple in person often. People were very delightful and welcome for his coming. We even saw one virtual fellow holding newborn baby together to share the happiness. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi and virtual fellows had some chat. After a short break, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi delivered blessing to virtual fellows, help people solve their problems, guide the public to fix puzzles. The intermediate class started right after warm catch-up. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi has been instructing the profound wisdom of 易经风水 in simple language, combining with stories to enlighten people to have correct faith in their lives. The profound wisdom of 易经风水 is a key of a door. The key of the door can lead us to peace and world peace. Wang Chan Laozu and Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi preach wisdom of 易经风水 widely in Taiwan Pure Land, and further popularize it internationally. We hope wisdom of 易经风水 can be delivered to each and everyone on the earth, and expect all lives stay in peace and get together tightly to fit in nature, protect the nature and world peace. We also hope there are more and more people have chance to learn the way to stay safe and calm, which is wisdom of 易经风水. Everyone who studies 易经风水 should have enabled societies and nations to see true peace. Weixin News, Su'ao Branch Temple.
On January 11th, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi inspected the feng shui of Yiqi Xuanyuan Temple and enjoyed an amicable exchange with our religious friends. Take a look.
On the 11th, Chanji Mountain Weixin Shengjiao Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi was invited to the Tainan Xinhua district to give advice to the construction of the Xuanyuan Taoist Temple and the selection of appropriate construction sites. The abbot personally went to Weixin Shengjiao Xianfo Temple in Chanji Mountain and asked Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi to help him explore the geographical location of the land he purchased. They would like to know whether it is suitable for the construction of the new Taoist temple. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi immediately promised to come to the Taoist temple on the afternoon of the 11th. When Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi went to the land, Chanji Mountain Weixin Shengjiao Tainan Branch Temple's abbot, Master Yuan Xing, also did the Tainan Branch Temple fellows to follow the Grandmaster's field survey. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi and fellows came to the construction site, which the abbot booked. Seeing this place is a hillside, the yellow dust is rolling, and the wind is screaming. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi and the abbot of the Taoist temple jointly surveyed the geography of this place. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi recommended that the abbot should find the land again and gave directions. The abbot of Xuanyuan Taoist temple thanked Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi for his explanation. In addition to find a suitable place, the abbot would also like to thank Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi for the compassionate guidance and the 8th for the Taoist temple to build in the right direction. Weixin News, Tainan.
Take a break. We will come back soon. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructs us that different religions are endowed with different providence when they reveal in the world. Society is benefited by different religions' expertise. In this week's Weixin Shengjiao feature story, we are showing you the relationship between Yijing Feng Shui and the worldly affairs. We hope that by telling real stories happen around us, you will be able to understand the wisdom behind the application of Yijing Feng Shui. Let's watch today's topic together.
阿弥陀佛 Welcome to our 唯心圣教 feature story. The wondrous dharma of Feng Shui dates back the millennia in China. However, since it used to be a secret dharma only entitled to the imperial family and the noble families, common people never got the chance to learn about it. Fortunately, we now have advanced communications technology that allows us to gain and apply the knowledge of Feng Shui. In fact, Feng Shui is present all the time. No one can possibly live in denial of Feng Shui principles. Having acquired the knowledge and the application of the wondrous dharma of Feng Shui, you will come to the realization that Feng Shui is definitely not as difficult to learn as people think. Rather, it is very common, easily understandable, and completely scientific. There is a member of our Yi Jing class who was troubled by a new building close from his house. He was quite disturbed because the new building was blocking the line. As a result, his house became gloomy. He asked Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi for instructions on the matter. Hunyuan Chanshi replied, "It's easy. Just turn on the lights in your house, and you will feel illuminated. Though it's going to be cost more electricity, it will bring you peace." Another example is of a follower who spent almost 400,000 NT dollars on a folding screen with a dragon covering on it. He placed the screen in the living room, anticipating the auspicious dragon to bring him wealth. However, as things turns out, his business started to go downhill. His wife suspects that it was because they didn't have enough blessings to support the dragon. So he suggested to move it elsewhere or simply give it away. Her husband was completely against it because he was told that dragons bring water and water brings wealth. The couple fought over the matter for a long time. Unresolved, the two went to Shenfu Temple seeking Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's advice. Hunyuan Chanshi went to the follower's house and found a massive screen with a very vivid dragon carving on it. It was really a great piece of art, but the living room was so small that the screen seemed extremely out of place. Hunyuan Chanshi pointed out that the screen was blocking the light and air from coming into the house since it was placed at the entrance. It has made the house gloomy and disturbed air circulation. It was also hard to work around in the house. In light of this serious violation against feng shui principles, of course, the well-being of the family and the business was in trouble. However, since a big fortune had already been spent on the screen, instead of trying to remove it, the Grandmaster stretched to the follower to press it against the wall. By moving it, light and air circulation would be restored, and the passage would be clear. Upon receiving the advice, the couple was delighted. They could not have figured out such a simple solution to a problem that had been troubling them for so long. Grandmaster Wenyuan Chanshi also mentioned that many people like to collect antiques. There is nothing wrong with such a hobby, but Wenyuan Chanshi would like to remind all of us to know our own economic limits and whether there is enough space to store the collection. One may wrongly believe that antiques bring good luck and start overspending on acquiring antiques, or even pack the house with antiques collections, to the point that there is hardly enough space for people to dwell in. The behavior is then considered obsessive, greedy, and foolish. This is definitely a disgrace. Thank you for watching today's Weixin Shengjiao feature story. Blessings to you all, and see you next time.
For this week's exchange with other religions, the famous Hesheng Temple at Wugu District, New Taipei City, visited the starting point of World Peace Taichung Branch Temple at 10:30, January 13th, for a religious exchange. The main deity worshipped by Hesheng Temple is Xuantian Shangdi, who shares a special bond with our Heavenly Founder, Wangshan Laozu. Let's take a look.
Last October, Master Yuan Yi, abbot of Taichung Branch Temple, led virtuous fellow went on a field trip at Hesheng Temple, where they received warm hospitality and developed a good relation. Thus, under the instruction of Xuantian Shangdi, visitors from Hesheng Temple, located at Wugu District, New Taipei City, came to Taichung Branch Temple, worshipping Wangshan Laozu on the morning of January 13. As a magnificent construction, Hesheng Temple soon becomes one of the landmarks in Wugu District, thanks to Mr. Wu Baotian, president of Libao Enterprise, donating the property, estimating approximately 1,600 square meters. Hesheng Temple, where Xuantian Shangdi is worshipped as the main deity, then had been going under construction for around 10 years. The seat completion ceremony was held on January 1st, 2018, and Mrs. Wang, Mr. Wu Baotian's wife, serves as the hostess of the temple, hoping to bring security to the residents and come to harmony in the neighborhood through their religion. Moreover, she hopes to develop Dharma from Xuantian Shangdi and enable more people to be blessed with safety and joy. As arriving at Taichung Branch Temple by tour bus, with firecrackers exploded, the representatives of Hesheng Temple then escorted the golden statue of Xuantian Shangdi to Taijitian Plaza, sitting on the first floor of Taichung Branch Temple. Under Lecturer Yang's direction, we welcome Xuantian Shangdi by ringing the bell 36 times and beating the drum 72 times. Then Master Yuan Ge, representing Master Yuan Yi, burned the incense, piously leading the way for the golden statue of Xuantian Shangdi to temporarily rest at Wangshan Laozu Hall on the 8th floor. To show our hospitality, our virtuous fellows explained to our guests the construction history of Taichung Branch Temple and the origin of Weixin Shengjiao. As we led the visitors to the stone carving of the Southern Heavenly Gate and mentioned that Xuantian Shangdi once guarded inside Southern Heavenly Gate when Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi was opening Southern Heaven. Our guest Glenn realized the bond between Wang Chanlaozhu and Xuantian Shangdi. In memory of this precious moment, everyone took a photo of it. Afterwards, the visitors returned to Taiji Tian Plaza, where we entertained them with snacks, foods, and red bean soup prepared by Master Yuan Ge. Master Yuan Yi, abbot of Taichung Branch Temple, made it to meet our guests, and both of the directors had a good time and hoped good attendance at the respective temples. To draw an end of this visit, everyone took a group photo at Taiji Tian Plaza. Weixin News, Taichung Branch Temple.
Take a break. We will come back soon. We're shifting our focus to branch temple rituals of this week. Zhunan Branch Temple, celebrating its 4th anniversary, held the benediction and disaster elimination ritual on January 13th. Abbot Master Yuan Yu was a Catholic. After realizing the great influence of the Chinese wisdom Yijing Feng Shui to mankind, she converted to Weixin Shengjiao. She has been following Wang Chanlaozhu and Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's great way for several decades. On this meaningful occasion, she guides the public and virtuous fellows to pray for people and the nation.
Weixin Shengjiao Zhunan Branch Temple inviting Master Yuan Meng and chanters of Chanting College to host a ritual, and inviting Wang Chanlaozhu and Buddhas reluctantly arrive at the altar and summon Chinese ancestors, each surnames of Chinese ancestors, 10 directions of Dharma realm spirits, and the spirits within the jurisdiction of Zhunan Branch Temple, and etc. to join the ritual. Pray for the state is prosperous and the people are peaceful, and the world without wars. Master Yuan Yu, the abbot of Zhunan Branch Temple, led the virtuous fellows follow chanters chanting Guigu Immortal Master Heavenly Virtual Scripture, Wang Chanlaozhu Profound Scripture, Weixin Shengjiao Heart Calmness Scripture, and Guigu Immortal Master Fine Deity of Well Scripture. The volunteer of Zhunan Branch Temple also prepared a vegan feast to offering the ancestors and the spirits of the 3 realms, hope them to be reborn in the Buddha Pure Land. Master Yuan Meng helps the main altar, make an offering of sweet jewel, inherit the Buddha's compassion and divine power. Pull the offering tables 1 gram turns to 3,000 grams. Make an offering to the spirits for the 3 realms and the 10 Dharma directions. Weixin News at Zhunan Branch Temple.
We're now going to Weixin Shengjiao Tucheng Anxin Branch Temple to participate their year-end cleaning activity on January 13th. February 4th is the New Year's Eve of Chinese New Year. Virtuous fellows were cleaning the temple diligently in order to prepare a nice and clean place for next year's learning.
Weixin Shengjiao Tucheng Anxin Branch Temple held a year-end cleaning on January 13th, led by Master Yuan Gan and Master Yuan Yin with all the virtuous fellows. They all worked together cleaning up dust of year Wushu and be prepared to greet the upcoming new year. Master Yuan Gan, Master Yuan Yin, Lecturer Yuan Zheng, and all the class cadre and the virtuous fellows gathered at Tucheng Anxin Branch Temple in the morning, ready to make the temple have a new look. Work is already arranged last time at the cadre meeting, so the virtuous fellows were quickly in their positions ready to get started, cleaning up the table and wipe the glass one by one, from the main hall to the lecture hall, sweeping the floors of each room and cleaning the grease and stain in the kitchen, tidy up things in the warehouse and checking the temple in and out carefully, making the temple clean and fresh. Thanks to Master Yuan Gan, because of the early arrangement, work has been done early and efficiently. After the year-end cleaning is done, Master Yuan Gan is very grateful that all the virtuous fellows devote themselves and wish all peace and happiness. Weixin News, Tucheng Anxin Branch Temple.
Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi reveals the profound wisdom of Yijing Feng Shui in simple language. He integrates the art of divination, unveils the mysteries of Yi Jing Feng Shui in the hearts of the public, and creates a wonderful life for you and me with the right religion. Thank you for tuning in today. Please stay tuned at 11:30 p.m. on every Monday, and 11:30 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon on every Tuesday for every week's Weixin news on Weixin TV. Wang Chan Lao Zu bless you and your family. See you next week.